So this bald white guy walks in with his, I'll leave what I want to say about his wife out of it, okay? Because I got stopped. Because, honest to God, I got stopped from verbally eviscerating this woman to where she would have cried. I was loaded up to kill this lady. So listen to this. So you put in your name, all right? We're sitting right by where the girls got the names, and they go into the microphone, to be like, Cody, party at 2, Cody, party at 2, your table's ready. Or they would go, Joe, first available for 4, Joe, first available for 4. And they were like calling them out, right? Well, some people would screw out of there. Like they put in their name and then they leave. So it'd be like, Herman for 2, last call. So this guy walks in with his wife and 2 daughters, right? Now, one of the daughters looks like she's a pretty good high school athlete. She's in really good shape. So the dad goes up to the counter, and when they walked in, which we could see, they had announced Omar for 5, final call. So I hear the wife say to the husband, who does not look like an Omar in any way, shape, or form, hey, tell him you're Omar. So he walks up to the thing, and I watch him say to the girl, oh, I'm Omar, table for 5, and he winks at her, right? And then I see him reach in for his wallet because the girl's laughing. Now, to be fair, as a precursor, I said to my wife, I said, if this motherfucker gets by there, I'm going to lose my shit. So I warned her that there could be something brewing. So this guy bickers with the woman. He can't get a table. He's all torqued off. There were a couple of seats at that freaking like bar looking area, right? So the guy thinks he can just go down there and sit down by himself. So I am now watching this guy like a hawk. The girl shuts him down. He then grabs his wife and tries to go sit down at one of those. He comes over to the woman who's running the thing and goes, my wife just sat down at the counter. Is that okay? And I actually answered for her by saying, no. I'm standing up now in the pepper mill, and I'm saying it to this guy across the thing, right? And I'm like, no, it isn't. And I'm like, it's bullshit that you came in here and tried to do that. So basically, I called him out, okay? I called this guy out very loudly. He's completely stoned. He doesn't know what to do. Oh, yeah. So this is great. Now, had my wife not been with me, I would have made this bitch cry. So the guy, first of all, he comes over and he's standing in front of me going, I didn't know. And I basically said, yeah, because you thought you were going to get special treatment the whole time you came in here. And he just like gets flustered and walks away. So the wife sits right beside me and passive aggressively is on her phone going, yeah, I'm sitting beside the asshole now. And, oh, he's just 500 pounds or whatever. So I nudge my wife and say loudly enough, I say to my wife, I go, this bitch won't even say it to my face. And I said it kind of loud. And I'm like, this bitch won't even say it to my. So I literally, she knew what I was going to do. When she was done, I was going to get on my phone and say, hey, I'm near some, uppity cunt. Like I would have gone there. And I told my wife, I said, well, as soon as she puts the phone down, I'm going to eviscerate this. I don't want to say what I said. And my wife goes, don't let it go. She's like, don't. She's like, no one else heard it. She's like, let it go. Because I literally probably would have stood up and said, like, gotten right in her face and said, if you have something to say, say it. Like, I would have been unbearable. So they sat there for 20 minutes uncomfortably, allegedly waiting for a table, and then hoofed out and left.